We'll guide you through how to fix the black screen of death on an iPad. If you find this useful, then consider subscribing and liking the video. You can follow this on any iPad, whether it's an iPad mini, an iPad Pro, or a normal iPad like this one here, it doesn't matter. We'll guide you through the different fixes you can try, as this problem can be really concerning and you may think that it's broken, but don't worry, hopefully we'll be able to go and fix it. So for the first method, what we're going to try doing is powering it on. So you want to go and locate the power button on it. It'll be on one of the sides, so rotate it until you find it and tap and hold it. Hold this down for around 10 to 20 seconds. And maybe the case, the iPad has just gone and completely gone and turned off. So you want to go and keep this held down and hopefully it will come back on. If you find the screen just stays completely black, the next thing we're going to try doing is charging the iPad, as it may just be completely out of battery. So what you want to do is go and grab its charging cable and you want to then go and plug it in, let it charge for a good 5 to 10 minutes. And when this happens, it should automatically go and start up. You should go and see the Apple icon. Now, it's definitely worth checking that you're using a working cable here because you may be trying to charge it and that's why it isn't charging because the cable's not working. So you can go and inspect it, make sure it's not frayed or broken, and you can try testing this on another device to make sure it is working. But what you can also try doing is just using a different cable with this iPad. Also try using a different power outlet and power adapter as well, as it could be a problem with this block here. The best thing I found to do is just to go and charge the iPad directly. So what you can do is go and grab the cable, of course, make sure that it's tested and working, and you can go and charge it on a computer. Hopefully that will then go and solve the problem. If you're finding that nothing's happening, the screen is just remaining black and the charger is definitely working, the next thing you want to try doing is a forced restart. Hopefully this should go and solve the problem, as it may just be a hardware glitch, which is keeping the iPad black. So what you want to do is you want to go and have the iPad like this, and you want to go and find the power button like so, and then you should go and find the volume rockers. We're going to go and press the upper volume button, the lower one, and then tap and hold the power button. So let's do that now. The upper one, lower one, and then tap and hold this. You want to go and hold this down for a good 20 seconds. The screen will likely go and stay black and nothing will go and happen. But after that time goes and passes, the Apple icon should then go and appear, and you can then go and release it after the Apple icon goes and appears. So if needed, you can go and hold this down for a bit longer if you want to go and see if anything will happen. If you find that it still remains black, it's worth doing this while charging. So what you can do is go and grab this charger like so, and you can go and plug it in. Once again, make sure that it is definitely working, the charger. And what you can do is repeat that, do another forced restart. We'll go and press the upper, lower, and then tap and hold the power button, and then go and see if it will then go and start. Go and keep it held down. If you've been holding it down for at least 20 seconds, if not longer, and nothing's still happening, let's go and get into the next fix. What you want to try doing is you want to go and inspect the charging port itself, as what can happen is debris and other stuff can get in here, which is going and preventing the charger from charging it, which is why it's not working. So what you want to do is you want to go and make sure that it's clear. You can go and inspect it like so. What's worth doing is going and blowing in there to go and remove any dust, but often it's going to be fabric or other things which can go and collect when you go and put it in bags, amongst other things. And so to go and remove that, you want to go and use a very soft brush, and you can try and removing it. And what you should also do is go and inspect the charging cable you're using as well, because often it can go and get in there. And ultimately, you want to go and remove things which are going and blocking the connectors and preventing it from charging. So after you've gone and done that, go and see if it then goes and starts charging. We can go and plug it in. If you find that it still isn't, and this is an old iPad, it can be a problem with the battery. You want to go and remove the case if it's got one on the iPad. And what you want to do is come onto the back of it and place your hand. If you're finding the iPad's very hot, don't go and do this, let it cool down. But if you're finding it's normal or cold, what we want to try doing is warming up the iPad, as there can be a problem where the iPad battery essentially needs a kickstart, and we can do that by heating it up. So you don't need to get this hot, you need to warm it. So what you can use is a heating pad. You can go and let the iPad sit on that for a good amount of time, or you can go and use it like a hairdryer, and you want to go and warm up the iPad. As I said, do not get it hot. You want to go and get it warm, and that should go and activate the battery. So you can go and do it for around a minute, just going and heating up the whole thing. And then what you can do is you want to go and grab your charging cable like so, and you can then go and plug it in. And then what should happen is hopefully it'll go and start charging and the Apple icon goes and appears. What you can also try doing if it still doesn't is do the forced restart we guided through earlier in the video, and that will hopefully then go and get it working. So that's it. And if it still isn't, then what you may need to do is go and take it to the Apple store, and it may need a replacement battery, as that's the most likely reason why it's staying black. Batteries do go and degrade and stop working after a long time, so that may just be the fix that it needs. But hopefully that's it, and the problem has been solved with the help of this video. If you found this useful and want to see more, then please consider subscribing and liking the video. We've got a lot more to come. I look forward to help you again. Goodbye.